Calling all foodies, it's that time of year again. This Monday starts New York City's Restaurant Week. Hundreds of eateries across the 5 boroughs will be offering some of their finest selections with 2- and 3-course meals going for between $30 and $60 for lunch or dinner. And despite the name, Restaurant Week actually runs for almost a full month. And with us today is the owner of one of the participating restaurants, Michael Fuquay, who runs the Queensboro in Jackson Heights. Michael, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on the show, Stephanie.
So the Queensboro truly is a neighborhood spot.
Yes, ma'am, it is. That's right. We opened 5 years ago. I have 2 partners who also live in Jackson Heights. We're friends from the neighborhood, and we wanted to create a cornerstone neighborhood restaurant that would really be a part of the life of the community.
Queens has a lot of ethnic food, delicious contemporary ethnic eateries. This is American cuisine.
It is. Jackson Heights is known for having, you can do a tour of the world in a 10-block radius. And, but they're really, what all of South America and Asia and South Asia is represented, there really wasn't an American restaurant in our part of Queens. And so we thought that was something that we could offer that would appeal to everybody in our neighborhood.
The pandemic was a defining moment for your restaurant. In fact, you received a congressional proclamation from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for retaining your staff and for all the work you did during the pandemic, feeding the community, feeding hospital workers, and you continue to make an effort to feed New Yorkers in need.
That's right. When all restaurants were shut down in March of 2020, we got to work with local organizations to bring meals to health care workers at Elmhurst Hospital. And we were able to engage our customer base in helping us do that. Moms in the neighborhood reached out and said, hey, it's great that you guys are bringing these meals to Elmhurst. Can we raise money to help you? Would that be helpful? And of course it would, yeah. And so you put the moms to work and the donations started rolling in and we turned all of that money into meals, first feeding healthcare workers at Elmhurst Hospital. And then as the crisis at the hospital started to pass, the lines at the food pantries in Queens got longer and longer. And so we shifted to helping people that were food insecure. A lot of people that were displaced by the pandemic were in our immigrant communities. They worked in hotels, they worked in restaurants, and those jobs went away. And so we did what we could to support the people that live near us.
And you continue to help in the community.
That's correct. We hosted a community fridge throughout the pandemic, putting meals there for people on a regular basis. We recently took meals to First Baptist Church on Astoria Boulevard, and I've partnered with Queens Together to do a number of food relief efforts.
Yeah, amazing. Great, great work. People underestimate sometimes how big and great the food scene is in Queens. Tell me, for Restaurant Week, how has it been getting people to the restaurant? You started doing it in the winter. Mm-hmm. Is it impactful?
It made a bigger difference than I thought it would. I've been in New York for a long time now, and when Restaurant Week started out, it was something that was about high-end eateries that you otherwise couldn't afford to go to. And so at first, I didn't think that was relevant for a neighborhood place in Jackson Heights. But we signed on, and a lot of people want to get out of their neighborhoods, and they want to find out what's good in the rest of the city. And this is an excuse for them to do that. So we had a great number of people that came out, celebrated birthdays, brought their friends. Maybe you're going to the Museum of the Moving Image, you're going to check out a Mets game, and you're looking for something nearby that'll be fun. So that's great for us.
And lastly, quickly, what are you offering?
So we're going to be offering a 3-course, $45 prefix menu. It'll be available Tuesday through Sunday nights for the entirety of Restaurant Week.
Amazing. I hope everyone goes and checks it out. And if people want more information on Restaurant Week, they can take a look at the link on the bottom of our screen. And Michael, I want to thank you so much for coming out and for all the great work you do.
Thank you so much.